What's up guys, Blake here and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at making a video on something called galette, which is basically just like a fried piece of bread or a fried biscuit. The ingredients that we're going to use, I'm sure everybody, or at least I hope everyone will have them laying around their house where they can make it, considering for some reason how hard it is to get bread right now. This isn't going to be your typical bread loaf, but it is going to be a form of bread, and actually it's really good and I think you're going to really enjoy it. It's something we use around here or make a lot around the house. My dad's really good at making it, and it is absolutely fantastic. So we're going to bring the camera over here, going to get a top view, and I'm going to show you how we're going to mix everything together. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Okay, so we are here at the bowl. So we're going to go ahead and start adding the ingredients. Now what you're going to need here, you're going to need that. It's going to be your flour. Now as far as I know, this should just be your, I think, what is it, self-rising flour, Dad? We're going to take self-rising flour, and I believe he's just going to add 2 cups of it. He's got 1 there. And I'm going to go ahead and let Dad add this stuff and get it mixed together because he's the master at this type of stuff. So I figured I could let him have the honors of doing it. Alright, so now we've got our 2 there. And the next thing we're going to want to add, I believe, is you're going to add your salt. So about how much salt you think we're going to need? Justin?
About a half a teaspoon.
About half a teaspoon of salt. Let's go ahead and add that in there. He's got this down to a science. A quarter of a teaspoon, half a teaspoon. You know, basically just add kind of like what you think would be a good amount. You just don't want to put too much though, because you can never take away the salt once you add it. So just, I guess, kind of add it sparingly. So go ahead and mix that around a little bit there. No, I think he said one of the tricks to this though, coming up pretty soon, is when you add your milk. He said you do not want to keep the milk cold. He said you want to have it warm. So you may have to warm it up in a microwave just for a minute, and then you can add it. But before we do that, of course, we're going to put our oil.
Half a cup of cooking oil.
All right, so the oil is going to be half a cup of cooking oil. Now, when it comes to oil, you may not have to use the vegetable oil, have a cooking oil, maybe peanut oil. You know, something like that should be good.
I shouldn't use peanut oil because it gives a different peanut.
Peanut oil might make it have too much of a different taste to it.
Use a vegetable oil.
All right, probably just use a vegetable oil instead for it to be best. All right, so now we've got a warm glass of milk. We're going to go ahead and add that in there, and that's going to be 1 cup if I'm correct. He's going to get it stirred up here, and you're going to want to get it to this type of consistency he's getting it to here, and keep mixing it up.
Kind of get it come together.
All right, so as you can see, gotta knead the dough just a little bit there. Work it up.
Just kind of helps keep it together. You don't knead it, it just fall apart. Cook it.
All right,
That's ready.
it's ready to go in the fryer. So you went ahead and add a little bit of butter there, of course, with some more flavor, and you add a little more vegetable oil to it. Now he's going to take the dough there, and he's going to make it into little pieces of bread or little small type things, and get it put in a pot, or not in a pot, in a pan there. Yeah, you don't want to make it too thick. You're going to kind of want to flatten out the bread like he's doing. So I can show him here real quick. Just tilt this back, and you can see what he's doing with his hands there. We'll just turn it. Alright, so he's flattening out a little bit, but you don't want to leave it too thick. If you leave it too thick, then you're going to have some issues with the bread cooking properly. Okay, so now we're back at it. It's been about at least the 5-minute mark, so we go ahead and give it a flip. Well, speaking of maybe wanting to push it down with, exactly what he has in his right hand there, that would probably be really good if you had one of those or any kind of spatula would work to push it down and keep it flat. And there you go. And look at that. That is absolutely fantastic. That looks good, and that is the color you're going for. So that was at the 4 or 5 minutes. So 10, I might not want to go that high at all. That was kind of like a roundabout, but at least 4 or 5 minutes. All right, so he added a little bit of more butter there to it. Yeah, they occasionally just add you some and get that good buttery taste. Now, this is, of course, probably not going to be the healthiest thing in the world, but this is just if you have this at the house and you really need some bread. It's not a bread loaf, like I said. It is more like a fried bread or a fried biscuit, but it's extremely, extremely good. Like Dad was saying there, that brown on top, that is going to be where your flavor's at. It is extremely good. So we're going to let, of course, like I said, we're going to let it cook for about 3-4 minutes. And we're going to cut into it, and then we're going to see how this bad boy tastes. I already know the answer to that. Alright, so go ahead and open it up. It'll be a perfect view. Look at that. There you go. That is Galette, and that's what we're looking for. Oh yeah, the bad boy is going to be kind of hot when you take out oil like that. So we let it sit for a little bit. But that's it. It smells absolutely amazing. It looks fantastic. Show you another little view here. And that looks really, really, really good. Alright, we're going to take us a bite of this here in just a second. Okay, so we went ahead and, of course, this is already fried up. Just going to take a bite of it real quick. So like I said, it is just a big, basically it's like a gigantic fried biscuit. And these are really good with jelly. My favorite jelly is strawberry, but unfortunately I don't have any right now. But I'll go ahead and eat it without it. It's still going to be just as good. Very crunchy, nice, very nice buttery crust, very fluffy on the inside, not dry. Don't worry, this isn't going to choke you like a Popeyes biscuit will sometimes. It's extremely good. You can't go wrong with this. Like I said, it's just, you've seen it's very simple ingredients. Hopefully everybody has this in their house. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to finish this up. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks to Dad as well for going ahead and show you how to make the galette. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to eat it. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Y'all stay safe, and hope everybody has a really, or just have the best time you can with all the stuff that's going on in the world right now with the virus and so forth. But anyway, y'all stay safe, and thank y'all for watching. You definitely appreciate it.